We are continuing to cover the rollout of medical cannabis in Kentucky as it gets closer to making its way onto store shelves.
And WKYT's Kristen traveled to Ohio to give us a look at a cannabis cultivation facility that is owned by a company that holds a license to move into Kentucky.
Farmland surrounds Cresco Labs warehouse in Ohio. Its gray exterior conceals the green inside. The site can hold up to 10,000 cannabis plants.
We decide for the plants what time of day it is, what season of the year it is, how much water they get, how much hydration they get, so we can dictate how fast they grow and how they bud and everything about the health of the plant.
Regulations are strict at this 50,000 square foot facility. We're covered head to toe to protect the plant and the eventual products.
The regulations in Kentucky and the regulations in Ohio are very similar. If we picked up this facility and moved it across state lines, probably 90% of the compliance measures would be in place and be appropriate for Kentucky. So what you see here today is very similar to the way regulated cannabis will be in Kentucky.
Cresco's Chief Communications Officer Jason Erkes says teams monitor the plants from seed to store shelf. Joe Check runs their Ohio facility.
They're just cuttings from a mother plant, and after a couple weeks we start to see root development on the bottom of the plant. You start to see those come through there. And those are looking nice and healthy. Once they live in this tray for 2 weeks, we transfer them to the larger blocks.
Cresco has 13 facilities in 8 states. They're about to add a 9th state. Records from the Kentucky Office of Medical Cannabis show Cresco Labs CEO took over ownership of a Tier 3 cultivator license late last month and moved the location of that license from Barron County to a warehouse in Clark County.
The way regulated cannabis works is state by state, so there's 4 walls around every state that we operate in, as there will be in Kentucky, where the product has to be grown, manufactured, tested, distributed, and consumed within the 4 walls of those states per federal law.
Cresco hasn't formally announced a move. When they do, it'll take several months for Kentucky-grown product to be ready for Kentucky consumers. In Yellow Springs, Ohio, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
And Cresco says it takes about 13 weeks to get their plants from seed to the store shelf.